Welcome back to where Bondo is just all right. That's good for it. Today we're taking the heart out of my race car with a hood ornament. Look at that. So I might have taken her just a tad bit too rough over a jump when I was, allegedly drinking and driving. And I might have damaged the tranny pan. Might have leaked all the fluid out. Might have burnt the transmission out of the old gal. But the motor runs strong-ish. And it's just easier to pull the entire thing out. So technically we're pulling the heart and the legs out of the Buick. Well, the legs would be the axle. We're pulling the torso and the heart out of the Buick. The dick and balls and the heart. Before we take the heart out of it, I feel like we should let her sing one last time. We gotta let her sing one last time. No, I got it. You don't want to stand by it. They can see it. Okay, well that's good. It kind of bogged down a little bit when I redlined it all the way, so that's probably not good. Okay, so we got the tires removed and the lug nuts are backwards because you're stunned. I just put them on there. And now, if it's anything like my Honda, I just got to remove the axle, CV axle. Okay, so we've got the two side brakes off. This brake disc is fucked. She was a little stuck. These pads, brand spanking new. Definitely gonna reuse both. I think it's safe. So yeah, we got it out. I didn't take the CV axles out because I think it'd be easier to just kind of yank the motor and see if they just kind of come out at an angle, and then we'll be able to pull them off of the transmission. If that doesn't work, then we'll remove the bottom shock mount, and then it should slide out.
Simple.
Yeah, exactly. Now we just have to find all the connections up top, all the wiring and all that stuff that you have to unplug. So as you can see, we're removing wires, everybody. We got almost the whole wiring harness unhooked. There's a ground cable under there. There's a lot of tricky places for little wires, but you'll see most of them. And then when you start pulling the motor, if the wires start yanking and you rip something out, that's how you find out that they're still plugged in. We got the fuel lines removed. We got all these wires and hoses for the heater and vacuums and wiring harness and stuff like that. Hopefully, oh, that's something we missed, Pizza. Look at that. Oh, camera just got smacked by the fucking forks. This guy right here. Oh, get the clip thing we just bought. Oh, never mind. Fuck. Can't even use my fucking own fancy tool. Okay, I don't think there is one on that side. I think this one's the motor mount for this side. So there's one there, and then there's two for the transmission. So we'll remove those, and then it should come out, theoretically. Here she comes.
Yeah, I kind of come your way a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I just want to get the CV axles out. So, give me... Okay, so we're going to take the CV axles out because we cannot remove that until we got the CV axles out. So, we gotta take this upper control arm off. And the CV axle should just pop right out. I cut these back clamps because I thought it would make it easier. And I found out it just kind of pops out like that. So technically I could have pulled the motor with the clamps cut and just yanked it out like that. But this is the way I'm doing it, I guess. Okay. As you can tell, I'm getting a little fed up with the Buick. Why aren't you fucking coming out? Probably because the whole fucking axle just came out. So yeah, if you guys would like to know, you can just fuck your CV axle 6 ways to Sunday, cut the band clamp off, and it will just come out like that. Fucking that took way too fucking long. God, I'm stunned. Should have just took the upper control arm off in the first place. You know what? Fuck this. Axle's out, we're yanking. Okay. Oh. I knew that was gonna happen. Don't move the car, damn it! Oh wow, I'm not gonna move that with my hands, am I? That was a neutral drop. Well, it's moving. It's coming forward, so I think we're just gonna do that a couple more times. Oh, damn it. It's that exhaust. If I could have got that out easier, I would have. But it's hard to get anything in there for those bolts that are holding it. So I just cut it down on the downpipe. So now it's a little interesting. Okay, we're making progress. Well, that ain't good. I wonder what it's laying on. Hey, well, that strap's holding it up. That's good. I don't know what's holding up this side, though. Hopefully this don't break my handle. Okay. Now, let that out. Probably hook it somewhere else other than the chain. Okay, it's a slow process, but it's somewhat working. I'm just lifting it up, pulling it with this. Lifting it up, pulling it with this. Yep, she's coming. All right. Yeah, we're kind of running into a problem, but the exhaust is kind of cut. We might be able to cut it now. Maybe there's some more room. Problem is I can't really get in there. And when I do, kind of scared that it's gonna crush my hand. Oh yeah, this is gonna crush my hand. Oh. Well, there you go. I guess that answered that. This is my last Sawzall blade, so we're fucked after this. It's not the straightest, but it'll probably work. No fucking way. God, that's fucking hot. Well, shit. Out of Sawzall blades. Oh, there we go. Fuck's sakes. I don't think that'll hold too much longer. It's still got a little piece on the other side, but I don't think it's gonna hold. Don't want to crush the wiring harness. Okay. Oh. Is there like a little computer on the transmission that I forgot? There would be. Right fucking there. Okay, well. How do I get this fucking thing out? How in the fuck haven't you came out yet? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're all disconnected. Anything leaning on anything? I don't think so. Sneak the wiring harness around there and I think we're good. Oh shit. Is there any way well, it's gonna lean on a couple things. I don't really want it leaning on my brakes though. Maybe we lift it with this. Hell yeah, boys. We got her out. Well, I think I've earned a beer, I'd have to say. I'm gonna back it out. I gotta fill that tire back up. I'll back it out, set it on a pallet, and drag this piece of shit out of the shop. You might be asking, oh, CJ, what are you gonna do with the Buick's motor? Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it because I've had a ton of abuse put on this thing, like actual abuse. This car I actually do not care about. I'll take it through the mud, take it through ditch banging. I've taken it through snow drifts. I've locked it up and freed it up. I waterlogged. I locked it up in the water. I have gotten every intake and exhaust completely full of water. I've taken it mud bogging, whatever you want to call it, river crawling, I guess. Like back there when there's a lot of rain, there's like a little river. And one day I had this fucker driving and the air intake ain't very high up in the air, so she kind of sucked in just a tad bit of water. Still starts up, still runs perfect. Oh yeah, the head gasket went out. I put $30 head gasket fix in it and it fixed it. So the 3100, yeah. The 3100 is actually a really reliable motor. Yeah, maybe it's not as reliable as the 3800, but I beg to differ. I've seen more 3800s blow up than more 3100s, and that might be because I've seen more 3800s, but I don't really know too much about 3100 other than it's indestructible. At least this one is. And I had one in my other Buick. I had a tan, like 2001 Buick Century, and it had the same thing as this and everything. And I mean, great motor. The only thing is the transmissions are kind of junk. But to be honest, I don't really know if the transmissions are very unreliable. Because this one has been through hell and back, and it runs perfect. I mean, it did. I mean, the only reason it burnt out is because it had no fluid in it, which, you know, is usually a good starter. I mean, did it have fluid in it? Well, that's probably why your transmission doesn't go into gear. Leaked all the fluid out, and that was the end of that. So the transmission, junk. The tan one, the transmission wasn't the greatest, I'm not going to lie. It had a couple issues, but 3100, man, I've never seen one of them blow up, and this one's still running strong. I mean, you heard it right before the end of this video. I mean, she runs good, so. But man, is it a bitch. I mean, this wasn't too bad, but it's a lot bigger than you think. V6 is a lot bigger. 4 cylinders, man, they come out super easy. I'll work on a 4-cylinder all day because they're the front-wheel drive cars that are kind of just, you know, easy to work on. Four pistons, so it's only a straight line. It's usually small. Everything's there. If you have to replace like an alternator or a power steering pump, I mean, it's all right there. I mean, it's great. So is this. For changing belts, really great. Not bad at all. I mean, it just pops right out. Like alternator, power steering, them are easy. If you wanted to replace spark plugs on the other side that is in the front, if you wanted to replace the spark plugs that are over here, it would be insane. You would almost have to take like everything off just to get to the spark plugs. V6s are terrible front-wheel drive cars, but they're just big enough and just small enough to fit in a front-wheel drive car, and they're powerful. So, you know, if you want something with a little more torque, a little more, like, usually classier cars like the Buick, you know, very classy unit that we got going on right here. Usually the classier rigs, they like to run a little more power, you know? You want to be able to get up to highway speeds fast because that's luxury back in the 90s. You want to be able to get up to 65, not at, you know, turtle speed. Like my Ford Ranger out there is a 4-cylinder truck, so she's pretty doggy, and Ford wasn't like, oh, we're gonna throw, I don't know, what makes it a 4-cylinder faster? We're gonna throw a fucking different intake on it, different whatever. Nope. Put the 4-cylinder in it, and if it can't go up a hill at 55, then who gives a fuck? These things, you know, they wanted it more like, yeah, you can drive 55 uphill and you won't be slowing down. And it still gets good gas mileage because it's not a big V8. This thing gets great gas mileage. You know, I'm not going to be fixing this thing anytime soon, so, you know, don't be like, where's the Buick? You going to bring the Buick back in the shop? Probably not. Not for a while, guys. It's going to be a while before the Buick reveals itself again, but eventually I'll buy a transmission for it. We'll put a transmission on it, slap the motor back in it, see what happens, and drive my stacked piece of shit once again. We got the sad stack. She's sticking out sadly. I was thinking, since we cut this off and we have it, you know, kind of out of the thing and everything, maybe, just maybe, we can maybe retrofit a hood stack by chance. If there's enough room, wouldn't be a terrible idea. Okay, so now we get the old skitter bobber. Okay. Hell yeah, brother! Ah, shit! Camera went. The fuck happened? Okay. I gotta tighten that bad puppy or that's gonna happen again. Alright. Make sure this old whore isn't plugged in. Oh, no, she ain't. That's why she started a little greasy. I was wondering, why the fuck did it start like that? It usually starts a little nicer. But that's because it should be plugged in. No wheelie? Come on, bro. It might be a little cold for that. But that's fine. It's good for it. So we're gonna move a couple rigs around actually, because there's this new spot that I want to put all my junk cars that I'm planning on fixing, because right now they're parked over there, that old Ford, and there's another Honda over there. I want to move those fuckers around back around that corner. I think it'll be a good spot for it. Wow, you can tell it's a lot more bumpier when you got the camera on your head. Okay, well, there's our first victim. The 95 Accord that I don't have a title for because the fucking kid who fucking sold it to me is a slimy shitbag. If you sell cars and you don't have a title for them, then you should go fuck yourself. How about that? If you don't have a title for it, at least tell me. And if you do have a title for it, give me the goddamn thing. You sold me the car, why the fuck do you want the title? Doesn't matter. Give me a fucking title. If you sell vehicles without titles, you're a lazy fucking piece of shit. I'm going on a rant because I got fucked over. You're a lazy pile of fuck if you don't have if you can't get a title for a vehicle you've owned in the past. If you've had it registered, you can get a title for $25 fucking dollars so fucking easily. All right, rant over. Oh, hey, there's an electric fan dangling. Well, that's probably not the best. Oh, and the hood decided to close. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, mint. Okay. I do like picking up junk cars because I don't really care about them that much. So you can do stuff like that. There you go. That should be good enough. Get the tires out. Oh no, am I gonna bend something? Boo fucking who. You know, now that I think of it, the south winds and the south storms are gonna fuck these cars up. But that's okay. Yeah, you know, it's just fucking wide open. Like if we had a tornado, oh wow. A little bit of a hill back up right here. She's a little low for an off-road vehicle like herself. Okay. Yep, those are my jack stands that hold up my cars. I should put a block of wood, but I mean, I got 2 blocks of wood right here that identify as a tire. Okay. All right, see you later, Mr. Honda. I need to stop looking at your dumbass face. Ooh, we're a little stuck, I think. Okay. Okay, that's not good. What are we stuck on? The fuck? Yeah, we're just a tad bit wedged. Oh, that's okay. Oh, fuck. Ah. Fucking pile of shit. Fuck this stupid goddamn car. Okay. So the problem with this thing is I used a tractor to get it out and you can't turn the fucker. So we're gonna see if the skid loader can do it. It's a little heavy. But the skid loader's got it. She's heavy. I think it's easier to push it. I need it closer to that Honda, but also I don't need it to run into that Honda. Oh, shit. One of the forks less. I can't see, that damn hood's open. Oh, we can get closer. everything on this thing needs to be replaced. It's been sitting in a grove, you know. I won't be able to use the original V8 probably. I mean, we'll test it if it starts, but I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. There it is. All right, better show off the rig. Okay, so if anybody knows exactly what kind of V8 that is, I'm sure if I cleaned it off, I could figure it out, but you know, if anybody wants to make some wild guesses in the comments below, you may. Best guess I can get is probably like a 360 V8, like the old V8s that Ford made in the 60s. Here it is. 250, twin I-beam, Ford 250. So it wasn't an F250. Well, it probably was, because they called it, you know, the F100. But yeah, so it's an F250, 66 Ford F250. It's only got one mirror on the side, and it's got a wiggle stick. It's only two-wheel drive, sadly. But red interior, very cool. A bunch of mice have been in here, so. Okay. So yeah, there it is. The 66 Ford. Very cool truck. Definitely worth fixing, but not anytime soon. Maybe when the channel's big and you guys give me a bunch of money to do it. All right. Now it's time. Someone started something that smokes a bunch, so it kind of got a little smoky in the shop. I don't know who that would have been. Yes, I slightly smoked up the shop when I started the Buick, but technically it wasn't me who smoked up the shop. It was this pile of fuck right here, the custom log splitter my grandpa's building. And yeah, she was a little smoky. The old Honda hasn't ran in a while. That is some tasty looking Kool-Aid. Wow, that looks actually like throw up. Coolant and tranny fluid and dirt and shit. Alrighty. Let's give her hell, boys. Let's get this Buick out of my fucking shop. Fuck is it on? Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. Yeah, we got the stack. Actually, I'm gonna bungee strap that better. Oh, that's not gonna hold. Right there. Come on, get it in the bumper. Now the exhaust won't be rubbing on the ground. Perfect. Okay. Let's set sail. Okay. Okay, well, now we got open space. My bay is finally free of the Buick. I just wanted to get the Buick out of the shop because I'm not gonna do nothing crazy with the Buick. I'm probably just gonna switch the tranny out when I find a good deal on a transmission. And then, but what I want to do in the future is I want to take this motor apart, probably do head gaskets, just because I know for a fact I blew my head gaskets. Like, I mean, it was milky oil. So, but I want to look through it. I want to see, like, I want to show you guys what kind of abuse this thing took. I don't know if there's any YouTube videos about it. I got a couple videos of me driving it, but I got a TikTok or two. I got a couple cold start videos. Nothing filmed on that car really. That was more of just my enjoyment. We had a really wet spring, so that was my mud car for the spring. And all of my buddies were mud bogging their trucks and cars and shit like that out in my yard. So I should have recorded that. That would have been great entertainment. Because I had my red truck on mud boggers. It would have been pretty awesome. So we'll have to do something like that again. But this Buick went through hell. I mean, I jumped it and bogged it. And I mean, look at the air filter. It used to be red. That is a red air filter. Yep. I put a new alternator on it. New power steering pump, but it still doesn't work. Never replaced the spark plugs on it. Nothing super internal, just besides head gasket fix. I put head gasket fix in it, and it actually did fix it. But, you know, this thing never ran super great, but it ran fucking actually pretty good. Like, I tell you what, even when it was overheating, it was just really responsive, really pushy, torquey. I mean, it had it all. So, yeah. So we're going to take apart the motor sometime and the transmission. I'm going to show you what a junk motor and trans looks like, because there's a pretty good chance that motor is junk and probably will need to be rebuilt. And I'm hoping that it won't be. I'm just hoping I can get away with the head gasket. But if the pistons are fucked, then I won't reuse them. Or will I? We'll test it. We'll test the theory. I mean, I do like to say, and a lot of people don't like me saying this, but I do like to say, the 3100s are better than the 3800s. I know, wow, that's super controversial. The 3100 is a great motor, and so is the 3800. The 3800 is a very strong motor. Most people say it's the best GM V6 ever produced. But some people say, like me, that the 3100 is the best V6 GM has ever produced. I've beat the living fucking piss out of that car. There's barely any emissions on it. There is an EGR, but there's barely any emissions. So you can get rid of the stock air filter. You can straight pipe it. There's no O2 sensor. I don't know actually if there is one. No, there isn't. Well, actually there is on the header right here. So you can get rid of it and still have it there. I mean, this thing runs like it's the best fucking motor ever produced. I think the 3100 is the best V6 GM ever made. You can fight me in the comments or argue amongst yourselves about it. What do you guys think? Is the 3800 better than the 3100 or other way around? Most people think the 3800 is the best because they are. They've proven themselves worthy. They're very strong motors. But it's because most people didn't have the 3100. Most people have never driven a car with a 3100 because it's an older motor. They got rid of it. They got rid of it after the 3800 came out. You know, they had it in the Century for a little bit, but then they got rid of it because they were like, why would we put the smaller V6 in if it's worse? Because the 3100s did have a common issue of blowing head gaskets, but they still run with no head gasket, apparently. There we go. Now we got the lights. I need to put some LED lights on this bad puppy because she needs them. Oh, Buick. I'm sorry for abusing you, but you're gonna get a little tune-up here eventually. You're gonna have to sit outside for a little bit, but you'll get a tune-up eventually. Okay. This is a little closer to the Honda than I kind of wanted it. But I'm gonna move the Honda before the Buick, so that's fine. There we go. The units. Looks nice. This is where we park the projects. I like it. I like this spot better. There's a lot more room for more projects. Hell yeah. Okay. There's the red truck. She's sad. It's got a blown fuse and a dead battery. Okay. You guys probably can't see shit. Don't worry. Last part that we gotta do outside. Grab a pallet. Alrighty. Wow, it's fucking cold. Once you run out of daylight around here, it does not stay warm. We don't have any snow because for some reason global warming's completely got rid of that. I mean, we haven't had snow for like 2 years, and we used to get, fuck if I know, I mean, a lot of snow. We would be used to getting a lot of snow. My grandpa has this giant payloader that he used to move snow, and now he don't use it anymore. All because of global warming. Ha ha ha. I'm just kidding. I don't believe in that shit. I'm sure the globe is warming up. But that's good, man. I don't have to move snow then. I don't want to move snow. I'm not really worried about it. Not here. I could go without snow because half the time we don't even really get that great of snow. We just get snowstorm once in a while, and then it turns into hard packed shit. So it's not even good for riding on a fucking sled. It's never powder. Never powder. And it's never enough to be like, oh yeah, I want snow. It's always just the bare minimum. All right, well, I'm gonna pull the camera off my head. So, ain't much you guys are gonna be about to miss. I'm gonna put this motor on this pallet, probably the radiator and the fan for it too. Stick it in the corner somewhere, kind of like that motor. and call it a day. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm trying these longer style videos. I mean, I'm not expecting big numbers like immediately or something, but hopefully these perform somewhat decent because I'd like to keep making them. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and whatever the hell you do, subscribe and all that shit. I mean, I'm probably not going to remind you guys too much to do that, but I'm just starting back up, so I'm trying to get, you know, trying to get bigger and trying to get more of a flow into it, because I post videos for a month, post a bunch of videos, and then I stopped posting for like 4 months. And now it's been like, I don't even know, has it been a year yet since I've posted on this channel? So it's been a while, so I'm gonna try and keep making videos. Don't expect some uploading schedule. It's probably gonna be closer to monthly uploads because I don't have infinite funds, and I also don't have infinite projects. So if I did, then this channel would be probably a lot more popular, but I'm just gonna slowly get back into it, start making videos more often, and see how it goes. So if you do enjoy the content that's on the YouTube channel, there's gonna be more just like it. And if you've enjoyed this video, there's gonna be a hell of a lot more videos like this. So hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.